The Countryside Voice magazine is the magazine for the campaign to protect rural England. So it's a customer magazine that goes out to about 33,000 of its members, and the idea behind it is that it's used to kind of drive support, retain members, and look at the latest campaigning issues that affect members in the countryside. Customer magazines, unlike the ones that you see on the bookshelves, are usually the magazine that arrives on your doorstep, the one that perhaps you know about or perhaps you don't. If you subscribe to kind of a membership organisation, you're likely to get one with those. And the idea is that they're used more as a marketing tool to really talk to members and customers and really kind of drive products and campaigns related depending on which magazine that you're talking about.
Okay, and the readers, when they get these magazines, do you hope that they look and feel like the consumer magazine that they might pick up in W.H. Smith's or somewhere?
I think that's the idea. A lot of people tend to think of them as the kind of the poor man's version, but in fact they actually have to work a lot harder than a lot of newsstand titles because they have to push through that kind of barrier that if I'm reading it for free, then obviously it's not worth my while, and I think a lot of them do that very well. Imagine a typical reader to be living in the home counties and driving a Jeep or something like that, or perhaps more eco-friendly, and someone who's really well connected to the countryside, perhaps not that web savvy, and someone who just really wants to get involved with key environmental issues that affect the quality and tranquility of the countryside rather than necessarily climate change. What we try to do with the magazine is really celebrate the countryside. We're not looking for a kind of chocolate box countryside. We're really talking about the real issues that affect the countryside, such as livestock in the countryside, the future of a diet perhaps without meat, and how that would affect the beauty and tranquility of the countryside. I think a lot of the problems that appear with the magazines such as this is that they're quite against wind turbines and things like that. So the magazine has to tread a very fine line between retaining the countryside as it is and then accepting that we have to adapt to kind of future change. So we do have to be quite careful with our features. People tend to like art-focused features, a lot of more general features. I mean, we do tend to do quite a few issues-based features, but it's the general ones that celebrate the lost villages of England or the modern art in the countryside and how that fits in. It's those kind of celebrations really that tend to really work with our readers.